Hare. So, Hare Krishna devotees, today I will be reading from Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, 53rd verse, 53rd shloka. So, you can look into the screen. Okay.
Shruti Vipatipanna ye yadha
Shruti vipatti yadha sthasyati nischala samadha
Vachala
tatha yogam.
Can you unmute yourself? Kirtan Prabhu, can you unmute yourself?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, can you hear me?
Yes, now it is clear. Thank you.
Okay. So, translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. When your mind is no longer disturbed by the flowery language of the Vedas, and when it remains fixed in the trance of self-realization, then you will have attained the divine consciousness. So, devotees, in this shloka, with something is mentioned about Vedas. Krishna is talking about don't get disturbed by the Vedas. Now, this is something unusual which we have heard. We have heard always that, oh, Vedas, Pramana, we have to understand Vedas, we have to refer to Vedas. But why Krishna is talking like this to Arjuna, that don't get disturbed by the flowery language of Vedas and to remain in fixed consciousness. There are certain sections of Vedas which allure, as in give attraction to various material entanglements or material attractions, which causes bondage. For example, if you do such certain actions, you will get heavenly planets, you will get beautiful women, you'll get wealth, you'll get kingdom, you can control people, you can enjoy life. So there are various enjoyments which have been mentioned according to various actions in the Vedas. So what Krishna meant to Arjuna is don't get diverted by those attractions or those references and sway away the mind to that path. Vedas include everything, so it is all inclusive for everybody. Those who are in the lower modes, who are not attracted to the Supreme Lord, for them also it is recommended to go through the Vedas. So for certain section of people, the Vedas have recommended how to uplift, because there are so many people, so many souls who are in the hellish condition of life, suffering. There are narkalokas, there are so many people here also suffering. So for certain section of people, it has been recommended how to uplift oneself. So what is the purpose of a devotee? That has to be taken. So in this matter, Krishna recommends that you have to fix your mind on the transcendental realization or the self-realization. What is self-realization? Self-realization is nothing but trying to understand Krishna and following on that path. So if one follows in that path, that is what is self-realization. So there's a very nice story about related to this sloka. Somehow we can connect. But what I suggest is, you have to go through, once you read this sloka, read the purport also, because the stress has been given on samadhi. We understand samadhi means we have seen someone who builds a structure, the dead body is kept when someone passes away. I'm not talking about that samadhi. Samadhi is something where the mind is fixed on the goal of life. So Prabhupada explains that the samadhi is the one who is completely, fully absorbed or fully realizing Krishna. So, or being in Krishna consciousness completely. So that is what is samadhi is. So in Kannada we say samadhana, or Hindi also say samadhan. So samadhi, that's where the root word from samadhi is samadhana. Samadhana means peace, peace of mind. So we are talking about peace in this world. We are talking about peace of mind. I need shanti. So samadho. So samadhi, samadho achala buddhis. So samadhi is something which can be attained, or the peace of mind can be attained in Krishna consciousness. So Krishna himself is giving the solution here. Don't get allured, because it is maya, it is illusion. Being in this world, because you'll never come out of that suffering of birth, old age, death, disease. Even if you go to heavenly planets, or even if you go to Brahmaloka, the topmost planet where Brahma resides. So that is one thing. So there's a nice story about this. Okay, maybe probably 10 minutes and I'll finish up. Everyone knows Vedavyas, who is the one who compiled Vedas, and he had many disciples. So one of the prominent disciple was Jaimini Rishi. So Jaimini Rishi was a brahmacharya. He never married, and he was very good at his learning Samaveda. So he was very good at all the Vedas. He knew everything because he was a disciple of Vedavyas. So once what happened is Vedavyas came, and Jaimini Rishi offered his obeisances, and he was praising Vedavyas. So Vedavyas was asking, you have learned so much from me, and you know so many things in Vedas. You know entire Vedas. You know everything. So you're a knowledgeable person. So how is your progress? So he became little puffed up, as in showing ahankar, proud that he knows everything. Jaimini Rishi said, I know everything by your grace, but I cannot be defeated now. I cannot fall under illusion. So somehow, it's a transcendental act. It's a nice pastime of the Lord, because Vedavyas is Shaktya Vesha avatar. He is a literary incarnation of Krishna. So this is also Lord's Leela. So Jaimini Rishi, after telling like this, Vedavyas asked, why do you say like that you will never fall under illusion? You'll never get attracted to worldly things. What if you get attracted to a woman because you're a brahmacharya? No. He said, I have complete sense control. I have control over myself. So talking that I can do it, I can control. So that kind of words he was speaking. So Vedavyas didn't say anything. He just left, and Jaimini Rishi remained in his hermitage, ashram. So one night, it was raining heavily, and he was inside his ashram, studying Vedas. So that time there was a knock on the door. Someone knocked. Someone was knocking, and he opened, and there was complete darkness, because he stayed in the forest, and there was nothing to see. So, and it was lightning heavy also. So there was heavy downpour, lightning, and when he opened the door, he saw a very beautiful girl, very beautiful young girl, and he was immediately attracted to that girl. But he controlled, somehow he pulled back his mind, he controlled. He was surprised, and he asked, how come you're here in this dense forest in this night when it is raining? It is lighting so heavily. So she said, I was just passing through the forest because it was raining. I had no other shelter. I saw your hermitage, so I came here to stay this night, and I will go back once in the morning. So that is what she said. And he said, see, I am a brahmachari. I don't have anybody in this hut, and you're a young unmarried woman. So how can I allow you like this? So she said, no, I will stay inside. Maybe you can sleep outside. So he said, he agreed for that. Yes, fine. and he slept outside. She closed the door and she slept inside. But still, his heart was always attracted. He was getting pulled. Oh, I saw a very nice, beautiful girl. It was night, dark night. He just had a lamp, but still, because of that lightning, just that glance attracted him. It was not like how we switched on the light, how you see me. It was the lightning. We have seen lightning, just a few glimpses he had, and he got attracted. So he was getting attracted. He was not able to sleep night. So he knocked the door, and she opened, and he asked, I'm somehow attracted to you. I want to be with you. Can we get married? So he was attracted to this woman. She said, I'm a young woman and you're a rishi. How can we get married? No, I will take care of you your whole life. I'll be your husband. We will go around everywhere. I'll take care of the family, everything. I just want to be with you. So this is how he got attracted. So that girl told, okay, fine. If you're okay with this, then we shall have union. But we should first you should promise me that you will take care of me and show your strength, show your ability that you will take care of me. You will do anything for me. She said, what do you want? I know everything. I know all the Vedas. What do you want? I can create anything. What do you want? She said, no, I don't want anything. I don't want palace or anything. Just take me on your back to the top of the hill, she asked. So she said, okay. So Jaimini Rishi, he carried her on the back and he started running. And as he went up the hill, it was becoming heavy. Once you carry something on the hill, it becomes very heavy. And he was feeling very heavy and very heavy. The weight became more and more. And once he reached on the top of the hill, that girl whom he was carrying was Vyasamuni. And he understood what the purpose of Vyasamuni was. He fell at the feet of Vyasamuni and he asked sorry. So Vyasamuni, in this way, he taught Jaimini Rishi that don't ever be proud in front of your spiritual master. That you know all the Vedas, you know everything, I know God. Don't talk like that. So he surrendered like that and he said, okay, I will follow. So what is the outcome of this story? What is the understanding of the story is, we may get attracted to worldly things. Vedas will tell like this, we have to do like this. Don't ever approach the Lord directly. If you want to know God, you have to know his devotees. You have to approach his spiritual master. That is what is 4.34 says. Tat vidhi pranipatina pariprashnena sevaya upadyakshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshinaha. Because the spiritual master has seen the truth, the great devotees have seen the truth, we have to approach them, we have to surrender them, and we have to ask questions related to the Supreme Lord. Just like in the school, a student goes to a teacher, he asks about mathematics, physics, because the student doesn't know anything. So one has to be, even though knowing everything, a fool number one in front of the spiritual master. So we should not get attracted to all these things which people tell, no, I am a direct bhakta of Rama, I know Krishna, I know this, I know that. Don't ever talk like that because you don't know anything. You have to surrender unto a spiritual master, then only you will know everything. So in that way, what happens is we can fix our mind being in this transcendental platform in Krishna consciousness. So never ever tell that I know Vedas or I know this, I know that. You may know material things. You may be a manager, you know how you manage your tools or your offices. You may know how to cook very nicely, what proportion, salt, everything. But in the matter of spiritual life, we don't know anything. That's why when we start the class, we tell Om Agnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalakya. I am a Agnani. I don't know anything. I want to become a Gnani. I want to know that knowledge. I want that knowledge. So how to come out of that? Shri Guruve Namaha. I have to go through the spiritual master. So association of devotees in the Sangha, you will get to know. Okay. It's 7:01. So I end my class here. Any suggestions, any comments or any questions you can take forward? Okay, if not, we can end the class.
Very
Hare
nice.
Krishna.